What's the difference between sourcing and packaging? Okay, now there's lots of people that call sourcing as a business model or as a way to make money, um, but they actually mean the packaging part. And what I wanted to do in this really quick video was just explain what, in my world, the difference is and how that might help you to sourcing. What is sourcing? Sourcing is the activity that goes into securing the deal in the first place. So it's the first stage, right? So it's the research on Rightmove, it's the phone calls to the agents, it's the conversations with the landlords, it's the the financial analysis, it's all of those sorts of things. So yeah, the sourcing part is the part that happens at the beginning. It's the bit where you go out and you acquire the site, you acquire that house, you acquire that building. Okay. Sourcing is the activity, as you would imagine, it's the actual going out and sourcing the lead, it's doing the marketing, it's having the conversations, all the financial analysis that goes into it, the research into comparables, your GDV valuations, depending on what strategy you're doing. Obviously a slightly different activity that goes into that. There's a big difference between sourcing and packaging, because those of you who are sourcing deals for your own portfolios, you might be hearing things like, oh, people are saying to me I need to learn deal sourcing, but I don't want to learn deal sourcing because I actually want to keep everything for myself. Sourcing is actually the entry point to every single property business that you are ever going to create. I don't care whether you're building, a development business, if you're doing commercial to residentials, if you're doing serviced accommodation, it doesn't matter. Rent to rent, if you are going to be doing packaging, if you're going to be doing buy to let, single lets, single lets are quite sexy if you know how to do them. Sourcing is the entry point to every single one of those property businesses. Without being able to source, you will not be able to build your own portfolio. Packaging, on the other hand, is what we do when we decide that we don't want to keep that deal for ourselves. Okay, that is the process that happens once you've acquired a site and you've got an offer accepted. Packaging is where you package it up, you kind of gift wrap it and prepare it for somebody else to buy that contract from you, to buy that negotiation from you, to buy that deal from you. Packaging is the bit that happens after you've secured it. Yeah, so sourcing, everybody, every single one of us that is building a property business is sourcing. You all need to learn how to source. There is no way around it. Or you need to pay somebody like me to source for you. You need to be able to acquire sites, right? The packaging part comes afterwards. Now, the packaging bit is beautiful because if you learn how to package as well as how to source, then you can source for yourself, but you can make money from the deals that you don't want to keep. Yeah? Having that blend of income where you're building a portfolio that brings in your cash flow and you're letting money every week, month, year, or you're building your development sites out. But in between those things, being able to package up deals for a fee brings in what we like to call in our office lumpy money. Now, lumpy money is the reason I was able to clear my debt. That's the reason, because the big chunks of cash like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, fees go much higher than that if you're sourcing developments. I know I've got friends who have put £120,000 fees on the table because they have sourced development sites for other people. The fees get bigger, the bigger deals get. The fees get bigger, the more complicated deals get. And the fees get bigger, the more work you do to actually package it up and prepare it for sale. So the packaging part, when you learn how to do that in partnership with the sourcing, actually everything works out really nicely. Angie's chuckling at my lumpy money. Listen, lumpy money is one of my favourite sayings, and I think lumpy money is what we should all start to call packaging fees. I'm going to start a revolution in the industry and everyone should call it lumpy money, but everyone must know that it came from me. That's all I ask. So guys, I think I just wanted to explain what the key differences are. If you've got any questions or anything about this video and the key differences between sourcing and packaging, obviously stick them in the comments box.